What is going on, guys? This is Gainz Gaming. Today we are talking about 1846 and how we just registered for King of all Britain. Now, I am super excited to play my first KVK in 1846, and in this video we are going to be detailing what all the stats look like in 1846, where I lie, and updating you guys where my account is going into 2025 and this next KVK. Now, first of all, King of all Britain is one of the newest KVK formats that we have. We are going to be registering today, which is going to start us on 12/11. So December 11th is when we begin, and we finish at the very end of January. Now, obviously, this is if we get a match. If we don't get a match, we obviously won't be in this KVK, but you can see 223 registered kingdoms out of 500. So it is a pretty good chance that we might not register, but I don't think that's really a big issue anymore. At least I haven't heard about it. But King of all Britain, I think that this one, I've heard really good things about it on how the camp system is laid out, how the allies are balanced, how there's a lot of fighting. I've heard really good things about it. Plus, it's the new KVK format with Ragnar Prime. So that makes it really interesting as well, because you can basically use Ragnar anywhere you want. So with the camp system, this is where a lot of people really get confused. There are 4 different camps that get different benefits from the camps. So the different camps we have are Northumbria, which is obviously in the north. We have East Anglia, we have Wessex, and we have America. I really hope we get America. As an American, I would absolutely love that. That would be in the red right here. I do believe that the stats that you get from the pre-KVK in this KVK format are actually very, very important. Like, you want to be number 1 because you get much better stats. Now, I also think that there's a good chance that we register with some pretty big kingdoms, because I know there are quite a bit of kingdoms that are wanting to register this pop. One of which I really hope is 1960. I think that'd be a lot of fun. My good friend Plato, if you guys know Plato Gaming, he just landed there in 1960, joining Redline. So that'd be really cool if the 3 of us could fight against each other. I think that'd be really fun. But there are a couple other things in this. You know, obviously, this is Season of Conquest. There is still crystals. There are still different autarchs and all that kind of good stuff. But the starting province selection, once the Eve of the Crusade event ends, each camp will be given a limited time to select their starting province. The Eve of the Crusade camp rankings will determine the selection order. So if you rank number 1, you get to choose first. If you rank number 2, you choose second, and so on. So each starting province comes with a unique buff, so getting to choose first can put you at a tactical advantage. Some of these buffs, I couldn't find the picture, but some of the buffs were like march speed, infantry attack, all damage, what was it, like swarming damage, garrison defense, like all that kind of stuff. So it is interesting, the selections you can make here, they actually could make a pretty big difference. Now also we have Holmgang. In this Vikings vs English player versus player mode, you can form a team with other governors on your side, not just in your camp. Each team can have up to 3 members, and you'll need to set up a battle lineup to compete. The event is divided into multiple independent rounds, and each with its own ranking and rewards. So I think that's really cool. I'll have to look more into that and make more videos on it. Stratagems. There are stratagems in this KVK as well. We now have 2, I believe, KVK formats with stratagems where you can get different buffs throughout the KVK. We also have burr raiding. Scattered across the map in this Lost Kingdom are both English and Viking burrs. You can raid these enemy burrs to earn stratagem points and other rewards. Prime Ragnar Lodbrok's artifact. At a certain point in the Lost Kingdom Chronicles, all governors will receive an artifact designed exclusively for Prime Ragnar. If Prime Ragnar has his artifact equipped and is serving as the secondary commander, all of his skills will apply to that unit type. That I still think is absolutely fantastic. I'm really excited to see what that looks like. And then we have bastions, as we know before. Favor, we have alliance entry permits. You can join alliances belonging to any kingdom that is in the same Lost Kingdom starting province as you, which is pretty cool. So that way, you know, if you have another campmate, you can join their alliance just as if they're in your own kingdom. Now, that's enough about the King of all Britain. If you guys want more videos on this specific KVK format, I will be making plenty of them going forward on what it looks like. These were the other KVK formats available, Warriors on Brown and Strife for the 8. I'm glad that we're trying out King of all Britain. I think that will be a lot of fun. I'm glad we did not register for Nile or anything like that. That would have just sucked. But that would have started on Christmas Day. So we are going to be on 12/11 is when we get to start out. Now, doing a little update on where I lie with resources, with speed ups, all that kind of good stuff we'll go over here. So as you can see, I did get some gifted resources. Our king, Raw Ability, actually took one of his farm accounts and dumped some resources into me on stuff that he really didn't need. So he loaded me up with a ton of wood and stone, also a little bit of gold as well. I do need to transfer from my farm accounts. I have 2 of them right here that I was using to join rallies. So I do have to drain those of resources as well. So pretty decent amount on both of these. I still have to open up, like my barbarian chest, my barbarian fort chest, other tokens, I have a ton of keys and stuff saved up. So being able to open those up will help me out a ton as well. But we'll go over what exactly we have here. Just kind of scroll down if you guys want to take a look at what I have saved up for resources. One of the biggest downsides of me leaving mid KVK from 1079 is I only get 12 crystal chests, and that is really going to hurt because that means I start off with barely any crystals, 1.2 million crystals versus like 4 million crystals or so. So that is really going to hurt. Next here we have speed ups. My speed ups are not looking phenomenal. They definitely have looked better, but they could be worse. I've been chaining a little bit as well, so I've been trying to get more speed ups there. I've also been getting a lot of 60-minute, 3-hour, and 8-hour speed ups from our alliance from doing barbarian forts, opening up those crystal chests. Those add up a lot as well. And then these 1 minutes come from chaining. I also have some 1 minute and 5 minutes. Now with the new barbarians, you are getting 5-minute healing speed ups as well from chaining. So that's pretty awesome too. Boosts, we are looking very solid on our boosts. I did just win the latest barbarian event where you get 2 of these. Can't remember what that one's called. Where is it? It's not even on here anymore. It's the one where you just defeat barbarians and you get resources, you get points for it. So I ended up winning first place on that. So I got 1,000 gems and then 2 of these. Looking at equipment, nothing has really changed since my last KVK. I haven't crafted anything new. I take that back. I have crafted some stuff for my new archer set, but I haven't my Richard right now for chaining. So, nothing too new there. Armaments, same kind of thing. Haven't really touched that since last KVK. And then here we do have a good amount of AP. We are saving up our gold and silver keys for the new ranged commander to be able to max that out right away. I do have some chests here that I am still hoarding that will be opening up here before KVK as well. Probably do a live stream where we open everything as I normally do, but that's where I lay with my resources and speed ups. If we look at commanders, I usually do this before KVK too, but kind of looking over the kills. So I'll make a full extra video of where I lie with kills on every commander. That way I can track it throughout KVK and see what I've been gaining, because that's always really fun to see too. Now, this is probably what everyone's been waiting for. These are going to be the Kingdom and Alliance rankings. Looking at Alliance power, we are sitting at 15.5 billion power in WIB. Next here, we have Alliance kills, sitting at 1.7.5 trillion kill points. Very, very solid. Looking at individual power, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, 576 million power. That is just fantastic. I'm at rank 116. I actually am getting troops back here soon too. I think I'm getting 4 or 5 million power worth of troops. So it'll put me at like 91 to 95 million power going into this next KVK, which is really nice. Individual kills, I'm sitting at 7.35 billion. So that's rank 134. So pretty close to being, the same of power to kill ratio, which is what you would try to strive to be, is have that kill ratio above your power. That's obviously ideal. I'm excited to see what I'm able to do in this kingdom in terms of kill points. And then when we look at the resources gathered, this is just insane. I'm rank 165 with 27 billion. I mean, 65, my goodness. And these are farm accounts, Lucci. Holy crap. How much are these? Donated 69 billion resources. I don't know if that's a seller or that's just a very dedicated farm account. That is very impressive, but that's kind of crazy. But then if we look at my other stats here, we can see the distribution of my kills, 251 million T5 kills, hoping to get that up quite a bit this next KVK, sitting at just under 29 million dead troops, and then resources gathered, assisted, and then alliance helps here too. So I'm really excited to see who we get matched against and what this next KVK looks like, because this is a brand new KVK mode and I've heard very good things about it. So I'm super pumped to try this one out. Try out Ragnar as well. I'm sure a lot of people will be using him in the open field, but make sure you guys stay tuned. Make sure you are subscribed if you have not already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.